Hello. Um, Starting this video, you can see that the sediment filter and the pumps are working down on the flood site now. Sediment filter's full of water, and when I was there you could hear it running down the drain. So it looks like that's pumping now. Just about see it running down the pipe then, through the top of the lid. Go down towards the pump and the fuel cell. This track that they built, dug out to get it up to that top manhole, has been dug back in now. So that's made the field as good as possible. Once the grass grows, it'll be a little bit better. Flying over to the breach itself, we'll have a little look at the water level, zoom in on the water level on the breach, and we'll have to look at that again in a few days time and see if it has receded any. Thank you for everyone who's bought me a coffee or given me super thanks, but very, very much appreciated. It does help the channel. Really, really appreciate it, but if you haven't already, subscribing means just as much to me as a channel. That helps me no end. And of course all your comments, which I try to read and reply to as many as possible. Just flying back over, you could see the suction pipe has got floats on, and flying up towards the top where I'm flying from, you can see the field where the pump is now all fenced off. I presume that's because it's got working machinery on. So we'll be flying up from, starting off from up at the top now. No hardship at all. It's a good viewpoint for your drone. We just can't get any close-ups with the GoPro now. So we'll head over now to the other side of the breach. You can see the work van there in the entrance to the old compound, this side of the lift bridge. Small dig is still on site over the new compound where the port cabin is. You can see they've extended the new track a little bit, dug out more of it. There's two people there in the field. Looks like they're marking out where the track's going to go with a paint marker. I would say that's right, yeah. You can see a yellow line there. And they're following, pretty much following the tracks that the excavator made the other day. So where that yellow line intercepts this new track, and it intercepts the on-ramp onto the ring road, so that's pretty definite that this is the new access in. That gives a pretty definitive answer on that. Looks like track's going a little bit wider at that point, whether it is for the corner, possible. It looks like they're digging out and dumping down the side with the track dumper. There it is, going up towards the slope. And if you see, they've done it to the left hand side of the slope there, because in the middle of the slope there's a manhole. I presume that's so they don't run over the manhole with the track, any machinery that comes on site. So they're depositing the soil on the right hand side between the track and the canal. Just started to rain. I haven't really noticed that when I was flying, so it must have just been at where the drone was. So sorry if there's any drips or marks on the camera. It's quite heavy actually, isn't it? The track dumper's going off. Maybe to turn around to come back. Excavator starting. Let's see what he does. That's a 9 ton from Flannery, on hire from Flannery. The driver of that machine works for Flannery too. I was speaking to him the other day, Barry. Very nice gent. He can't wait to have a bigger machine. He's struggling a bit with the size of this machine, but of course, till he gets access with that new on-ramp, this is the biggest machine they could get down over the lift bridge and the smaller bridge up near the top compound. They're just consolidating the soil there that's been tipped, I think, by the track dumper. Where the track dumper and the excavator are running there, it looks reasonably dry actually. A little bit of water collecting on where they've dug it off, but it's all quite dry really. He's just tracking up and down to level it all off, compact it slightly. So put a bit of an angle on it, a slope on it, so then the water runs off it. That'll probably grass over in the time they do the work on this site anyway. So yeah, we now know that track is a track and where it's heading because it's all marked out, and they're back on with that now, so hopefully they'll make more progress on that later this week. The pumps are running off the flood site, so that's good news. So I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.